So Fatima got two baby daddies or had two baby daddies because if y'all seen the trailer for next week's episode, you know what I'm talking about. But hey y'all, and welcome back to another review of Life of Chelsea. This for Tyler Perry's Sister, season 5, episode 19. Okay, so I'm confused. I know they switch out actors sometimes because if you watch Fatima, you know that Fatima said that she had an abortion because Ian wanted her to because of something. For some reason, I forgot. But this dude on the preview for next week's episode talking about some he there to see Fatima and Zach asks who he is and he's like he Fatima's baby's father. And I said, wait a minute now, Fatima, you got two baby daddies or is this the Ian dude? He just played by another actor. Said he her baby's father and I was like, or did she have him say that? I don't know. But if I don't know, this whole situation crazy. But I said what did I say? I forgot now. Something about that whole situation. I said if this is a different dude, then I guess it's time for Fatima to her secrets, her skeletons to come to light because we've been so focused on Zach. You know, the Heather situation, the Karen situation. They even got a new lady, one of his exes from the past on Zatima. So now we finna get ready to see Fatima's secrets or whatever. But this must be the guy that somebody I forgot. I came across a video or a post on Instagram. I forgot what it was, but they said that that's supposed to be Fatima friend coming. So I guess that's what they're talking about. But he talking about he a baby's father. I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I guess we gonna start from the top. Andy tells Karen that she listen. I said Karen, not Karen, Andy sit up here and she'll go off on everybody except Gary. Now we done seen her go off on Maurice. We done seen her go off on Robin. And now we done seen her go off on Karen. I said, you need to keep that same energy. So, Karen walk in and hear Andy telling Fatima not to let Karen come in between her and Zach. And she's like, yes, please don't, and all that. And then she's like, she didn't give her a key so she could barge in and listen to her conversation. She said, that's a private conversation. And she talked bad to her. I guess she returned the favor because I just thought about that. I guess she returned the favor from when, you remember when Karen kicked her out and was talking crazy to her and stuff. But I was like, she got all that energy for everybody except Gary. He the one you should be talking crazy to, the main one. I said it. But yeah, she have a whole lot of energy for everybody lately. I said I hope she saved some of it for Gary. But even when they had they whole interaction, she's still all lovey dovey with him and everything. But Andy said she's sick of all they foolishness. She said she's sick of their foolishness. They both her friends, and she could have a friendship with both of them. And then she was like, she doesn't tell Fatima nothing about Karen, and she don't tell Fatima nothing. She don't tell Fatima nothing about Karen, and she don't tell Karen nothing about Fatima. But I still say I'm on Karen's side because the picture involved her. When Fatima said promise, hold on, let me put my earpiece in. When Fatima said promise not to tell Karen, she's supposed to say, hold on, it depends on what it is, because Karen is my best friend now. She is my best friend or whatever. And she could say, it depends on what it is or something. Because it does involve her. It did involve her. It's a picture. Like, when y'all want to know? I don't know. It's a lot of people saying no, she didn't have to tell her. But if somebody running around taking a picture of you, when you want to know? Especially imagine if they actually was kissing. Or they basically accusing them of cheating. Because she keep talking about kissing. But the thing I don't agree with is when Karen was like, yeah, I kissed my baby's father on the jaw. I could have kissed him on the lips. And I said, in that moment, I wonder if Fatima has been holding off on dealing with her because she pregnant, because she just trying to keep the peace, or she's Andy friend or what. Because at this point, she been trying her for the longest. I said, now Karen, I've been on your side now about the picture thing because it is a picture of you and somebody is taking pictures, and they didn't even address that with Zach. But we gonna talk about that part. But yeah, I said in this case, I'm on Karen's side because you did supposed to been told. You supposed to been told at least. And now, and I still don't. I still feel like they didn't fully say what they should have said in regards to Andy. She should have been like, "Look, from here on out, I don't want to hear nothing about the other one. I'm not. If it involves one or the other, I don't want to hear it and stuff like that and set them straight." Now she did say she could have friendship with both of them, but still, then they still ain't made no progress because then they still got to arguing a little bit, and then let me see what happened. Andy told Karen, I skipped something. Where did it? Karen says she done and she moving on with Aaron. She says that Andy tells Karen that she was wrong for how she talked to her. And she was like, she know that's why she was coming to apologize and everything. Um, Karen tells Fatima that Zach was wrong for how he behaved. He was acting like an animal and all that stuff. And also that she didn't have nothing to do with it. And Fatima said she knows she didn't have nothing to do with it, and she know that Zach was wrong for his behavior. And she was like, she trying to be as calm as she can. I said, you don't been too calm at this point. You don't been too calm. Now I wouldn't advise you to go hitting on no pregnant lady because she definitely gonna press charges. And she'll have her, as she say, she was with Zach for 3 years and she had him arrested for credit card fraud. You will be in jail too. And Andy and Robin them just got you out. But yeah, she was like she done with him, she over it and all this stuff. I guess Zach just beneath her, cause she went over here, and I skipped over some part, but we gotta talk about this. She was warning Aaron to be careful around Zach, like, oh, you gonna see him at the basketball court, you be careful, cause once he gets something in his mind, he sticks with it, and just like he in danger or something, like he just in danger. And I said, your attitude done changed, ain't it? I said, why it changed? Is it because you actually see that he's really done with you this time or what? And I said, that's exactly why he don't want you now, because how you talk about him. One minute he act like you love him and on the side, next minute you over here trying to warn somebody about somebody. Now Zach was wrong. I'll give him that. He did take things too far. And he didn't have no business grabbing her like that and making her stay. So Aaron, I feel like Aaron was justified in defending her. Now, had he sat there and not done anything, then everybody would have something to say. Been like, what kind of man is he? He ain't gonna defend her, cause you could talk to somebody without putting your hands on them. But let me see where I skipped, cause I skipped over something. I skipped all the way over the whole Karen and Andy thing. Karen, Andy, Fatima. Didn't too much going on with them, but she said she came to apologize and everything. She wanted to talk to Andy in private, and Fatima said she had to leave anyway, and Fatima ended up going back to the house. But Gary calls Hayden, and he tells Hayden that Robin, the money was actually in the account, and he got the money from a gangster. Well, no, Hayden ends up, Gary told him the name, and then Hayden ended up saying that's who Andy represents, so he know Andy had something to do with it. And I said, snitches get stitches. Why would you tell? Well, I know why you would tell with your messy self. But then so Gary calls Andy, talking about he want to come over and everything. Zach trying to get Fatima to talk to him when she gets there, and he was actually on the couch. I said he actually got on the couch. He agrees to sleep on the couch if Fatima stays, and he steady apologizing. The thing I didn't write down, and I could have sworn I wrote it down, but I guess not. I said they didn't fully address the picture thing. I don't like that. Fatima said she was no longer mad and all that extra stuff, and it was mainly about her. And I was like, well, y'all ain't gonna talk about the fact, y'all ain't gonna talk about the picture, y'all ain't gonna talk about what happened. I think he had already told her on last week's episode that she was being nice to him and all that. And this is why I said they shouldn't get married no time soon, because obviously they don't have a solid foundation if he could be destroyed like that. And Fatima already ready to head out. I think even before the couch, not the couch, yeah, the couch thing, where she was like, he sleeping on the couch, she was ready to head out anyways. But excuse me, they didn't address the picture. I don't like that. I don't like when they introduce storylines and they don't fully address it, cause they supposed to have had a conversation about it. Like, okay, this is what happened. This is how you should have handled it. They should have came to an understanding and agreement. Like, okay, we got to work on us and build a solid foundation, because shouldn't nobody be able to just text nobody no picture and then all of a sudden y'all got problems and y'all talking about marriage. Y'all ain't ready for no doggone marriage. And they should have talked about it. You can't just listen. They sweeping so many doggone things under the rug, and it's gonna pile up and pile up to the point that it's gonna end up destroying them. They ain't talked about the picture. They ain't try to figure it out. I mean, Fatima had told Karen that she knew she didn't do it, and she still was like mad. Fatima's still mad and upset. And I said she just looking for a reason to be upset at this point. And Zay just stood there, I apologize for how I acted, how you behaved, the fight and everything. And I said, man, they didn't address the picture. This writing be tripping me out. I don't know. What did y'all think of this episode? Because it just wasn't it for me. They didn't fully address the picture thing. They didn't come to no agreement. They just pushed it under the rug like it was nothing. This thing done caused a major fight to the point you over here fighting this dude and everything. I don't know. Let me see what else we gonna talk about. Fatima agreed that Zach was wrong for how he acted at the restaurant. I already said that, and they was talking about that when she got there. Karen tells Aaron to be careful around Zach. That's what I skipped over. I think I talked about it a little bit. She asked about the basketball court. She was like, once he gets something in his head, he sticks with it, and she just warning him. And I'm like, I don't understand the warning because Aaron held his own. I ain't gonna tell him. He flips Zach over that table. He flips Zach over the table. I said, look, they be going at it when they get to fighting. But Bayo calls Sabrina and says he got some more questions about the $1.5 million and he coming over. So Sabrina tells Calvin that he don't like it. He's like, okay, what did he want from it? And I said same thing if y'all watch my live reaction to the episode. I said, now what did he want? Why am I trained to think like that? Like think somebody have a motive. That's a lot of money though. Well, if he be like, he want to get married because that's what when they introduce princes and stuff, they be looking for a wife. And then he already put it in the paper or something like that. But Calvin doesn't like it, but he ends up leaving. Bio says he thought about it. He's gonna give her the money and everything. She just crying. She's like thank you and all this stuff. And I said, why is everybody taking money from everybody? First, Andy took the millions from Robin. Then Robin took the millions from the gangster. And now Sabrina done took the millions from Bio. I said, y'all, I ain't taking $20 from you, let alone millions. What? Listen, everybody just listen. Everybody gonna be indebted to each other. I wonder, because even Robin brought it up. He was like, I gave you that money for your friend, and then she was like asking if she put him in a bind or something like that. He was like, no, a million and something wouldn't make a difference. Then you got Bio, you don't know what he want. So yeah, everybody just taking these monies from everybody. Millions, everybody got millions. Listen, everybody gonna be indebted to each other. Everybody taking these millions from each other. But what else? Gary tells Andy he knows that she helped Robin get the money from the loan shark. He wants to get Robin from around Andy because she asks like, "What's the big deal? What's wrong? Why he doing what he doing?" And he tells her, and she still like lovey-dovey. I said, "Is you getting the message or not? What else will he be willing to do to get these? He don't want you around nobody. So you mean tell me he gonna get rid of everybody that come around you? Now, granted, you did sleep with him, sleep with Robin and everything, but still." Because then it becomes, okay, what happens if he succeeds and he kicks Robin out the company? What if a new guy comes and he has interest? What he gonna do to him? And you over here happy and stuff, you kissing and Lord, people don't think. She don't think. Oh, I wonder how they gonna end the Andy Gary storyline, and I wonder why they ain't brought Jasmine back yet. But yeah, I was like, you over here excited that he going the extra length that he going to get rid of these folks? I said, okay, who else he gonna get rid of? But he keeps saying that Robin's plan is not gonna work, so he gonna be up to something again. Maurice ends up calling Calvin. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Maurice ends up calling Calvin and tells him like, don't get your hopes up in anything, but you may be getting out, and he want to know how. And he tells about Bio supposed to be giving the money and everything. Then Maurice being Maurice, cracking jokes and stuff. And I said, you ain't supposed to tell until it's done. I said, see, you don't know if they gonna get the money or not. He could not. Well, I think I read or seen a video that said that he do supposed to get out, and something about they gonna be in court. And with the fact that they don't found out that Q being with Danny, now how they gonna expose him for being involved? But we're gonna get to that part. I didn't get much notes tonight because they didn't really do too much of anything. But let's see. Zach. Oh, before we get to Zach, Maurice was telling Calvin about somebody. So they put a guy in his cell and everything. And my thing with that, if y'all seen my video, I said, I don't know. Do y'all think that he's they say informant? Is he a plant? Because the minute I said if he is, he ain't no very good one. Because soon they put this man up in there, you supposed to at least take time. I guess they on the time limit. Maybe that's why he immediately started asking questions. But as soon as he got in there, He was like, oh, he been here. Did he say a year? He been here about a year. The prosecutor wanted him to sign a deal, and he asked what he was in there for, talking about bank fraud. And I said, that's too many coincidences. The stuff about the bank. Now, they didn't do bank fraud. It was a bank robbery, but still. Then talking about the prosecutor. Then talking about the deal and everything. And I said, nah, I don't know. And then it's the fact that he said he been there a year and everything. And he been watching him since he came in. And it's like, okay, if you been there a year and all that stuff, why have you been put in his cell? What cell were you at first if you been in there for a year? Why are you now in his cell? Like, what is it? Is you trying to get him to talk him into or make him feel guilty? Because you talking about the year that you been in there? So Maurice could be like, I don't want to spend a year in there. I better sign this deal. But yeah, they don't came up with Bio's supposed to be giving the money and everything. We don't know what he wants. What else? Zach wants to talk about last night. Fatima been avoiding. He thinks Fatima been avoiding him. Um, he apologizes for the fight and everything. Says that he'll do better when he mad. And I'm glad they brought that up because they said in the season 2 of Fatima, they supposed to address why Zach be so angry and why he act the way he do. I mean, even Karen said he get mad like that and do stuff. But they say it's supposed to be in relation to his family. So, but we're supposed to see more of them in season 2 as a team. When did they say? Is it this month or is it sometime this year? I forgot. I can't remember if it was this month or not. But it's him coming back. I want to say it's later this year. I don't know. But they say we're gonna see why he begins so hot headed and everything. But he wanna know. He wanna talk about last night. The fight. That's it. He don't want to talk about the doggone. They didn't address the doggone picture, and I don't like that. It's just like the credit card situation. I said that already. It's just like the credit card situation. What was the point? Is we even gonna find out who the friend is that sent the doggone photo? They ain't gonna address it. They ain't gonna decide to build a stronger bond. So people can't just send them pictures or show them pictures or tell them anything, and they fly off the handle like that. But he convinced that Karen, he like something about Karen make him angry or something about Karen. And I was like, I don't think that's it. But he was apologizing, not about the fight. He was apologizing about telling her he ain't sleeping on the couch in his own house. Cause I just thought I read my notes and cause she wanted him to tell her why he's sorry and everything. And I thought he was gonna be like about allowing her to kiss me on the jaw. Cause he did allow. I mean, he didn't know. He shouldn't have went back for no hug. They didn't address that. But she wanted him to say about the house, about saying that's his house, and he apologized for it. And he let her know he'll go today and put her name on the deed. And she was like, she better not. I mean, she was like, Lord Jesus, where I get that from? She was like, no, she just she don't want to feel, she don't want to feel, Lord Jesus, I keep messing up my words. She don't want to feel like she misplaced or like that ain't her house and all that stuff. But I said, that's what I forgot to talk about. I don't know if it was in the live video I just did or one of them videos, but it's about how she kept her apartment. And I said that's a good thing. You always keep your own. So that way if somebody do be like, have a change of heart or be like, oh, you got to get out and all that stuff, you have your own. So she did right. And that's something she spoke on. She's like, she did right to keep her place. But yeah, he tells her he'll put her name on the deed. And that's not what she want though. And I was looking at her finger, and it looked like she put the ring back on. But I don't like that she. It's good that she put it back on, but at the same time, it's not because they didn't have no full conversation about the picture thing. And the longer they keep on, and it's the fact that the dude at the doggone door talking about he her baby father and everything. So I'm guessing she ain't told about the abortion thing. She probably gonna tell on Zatima, and that's why I said they should have waited to start Zatima into when Sistas ended. But look like she put the ring back on. Somebody calls. I'm guessing it's Tamara. Hold on now. Maybe she wasn't at the house. I mean, at the hotel, wherever they at. But Tamara calls, and I'm guessing she told Fatima that about Hayden and everything. Cause when Fatima got off the phone, she was saying that there was the girl that she got on Hayden, that she got him wrapped around her finger, and that he gonna drop Heather because she's supposed to throw a jealous fit or whatever. So that's what's gonna make him drop her. I was wondering. I was like, now how is she gonna get him to drop Heather? But I get it because she a woman, and that's why. That's how. But I don't know. I still hate stupid. Hate a sucker. I don't know. He a sucker, but at the same time, he be one up in them a lot. So I don't know. I just have to wait to see if he actually falls for this stuff, or if he peeps game. But what else happened? Fatima says that she's not mad anymore, but yeah, I said they still haven't fully talked about the picture. She said she's not mad anymore because he keep trying to see if she mad and everything. And Zach trying to take her out, but she was like, "We'll see." And she finally said she loves him back because she when he said it last time, she didn't say it. She just walked up the steps. So then they go to Danny, and this girl is in the bed with Q. Now we knew this was gonna take place anyways because of last week's episode when he came to her house. I said, "This man trying to find somewhere to stay." I said, and Danny ain't learned from the Jones situation because she still talking crazy to these men. I said, now dude done slapped you and told you about your mouth and you still over here insulting people. He done slapped you, he done spit on you, he done did all this stuff. You shouldn't have invited now nobody else back to your house. But yeah, dude done slapped you. He done spit on you. He done, you done ran him over. I think when she jumped up, when he said, what did he say? He started saying something to her, and it's like she had a flashback because then she got up and she was like, go on, say it and all that. But the way she treat Preston, wait, did I write down what Preston did? Oh, okay, I did write it down. This when he went in the shower. Okay. But yeah, Danny was in bed with Q. He trying to get her to get in the shower with him and all this stuff. And I said he trying to stay in her place because he keep on every time she said he gotta go, he like, oh, can I get in the shower and all this other extra stuff. And I said he trying to find somewhere to stay. He definitely is. But so he goes to get in the shower and Preston calls and he asked Danny to meet at, did they say a coffee shop or something? I said, Preston, she just not into you. She into these lowlifes. She into these lowlife, these so-called thugs and all that. And he's still not getting the message. He's still trying. And I was like, man, I'm over this Preston and Danny storyline. I'm over her getting these strays. Then when Andy the one that told her to stay away from these strays and she's still sleeping around? What else? The Gary and Andy, the Calvin and Sabrina, all these stories, the Fatimas, Karen, Zach, back and forth, all this crap, all that. They could have some really good storylines, but this ain't it. But yeah, Q's basically trying to stay at Danny's place, coming up with every excuse. Preston called, asked Danny to meet her at the shop. She don't want to, basically, but she agrees that they'll see each other later. Sabrina walks in, tells Danny that she tells Danny that Bio agreed to give the money for Maurice. And she was like, she been trying to call her and everything. So I think she heard the shower door or something, and she's like, "Who is that? Somebody here? Who's here?" And all this. So she starts sniffing. I got a picture of her sniffing the doggone. I'm trying to upload it. I'm gonna try to do a YouTube short. She's sniffing the sheets, and she's like, "It's a man here. Who's here? Who's here?" So they talking and all this stuff, and Q come out looking for something, and she started freaking out and everything. Then she's like, on the preview, she's like, did you sleep with her too? And they like, no, and all that. And she's like, this is the guy that committed the robbery. He finna talk to us now. And then they work together. I said, man, they could have done this so much better. But yeah, she sniffs the sheets, asks who it is. Then that's when Q walks out and everything, and it ends. I told y'all, if y'all listen to my live reaction, y'all know. I said they gonna end it with Q coming out the doggone shower. Not the shower, coming out and everything. But what else did they show? I know they showed the preview for next week's episode. But yeah, this whole episode was, I don't know. I don't like how it was in regards to Fatima and Zach. I don't like how it was just him apologize. She didn't apologize. They didn't talk about the picture, just like the whole credit card situation did. They never even showed who did it. I don't agree with the fact that they think that Karen didn't have a right to know when she's the one in the picture. I don't agree with Karen sitting up here talking about some she lucky she didn't kiss him on the mouth. And you lucky Fatima didn't hit you in the mouth. I think I don't know if I said that on the live. But she was talking about some lucky. I don't know if she said lucky, but that's basically what she meant. That you lucky it wasn't on the mouth. And I said you lucky Fatima didn't hit you in the mouth. Cause you didn't have to say all that extra stuff. But I peep gang. Karen be saying that stuff to try to get to Fatima. But she swears she done. And I said, how many times we hear that before? You supposed been done remember when Zach was chasing her around and she was like, she done, she moved on with Aaron. She said that in season 1. Was it season 1 or the end of season 1 or the beginning of season 2? She was like, she done with him. He kept trying to get back with her. She wasn't having it, said she moving on. And now she talking about she done again. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Andy and Robin. So I could have sworn that they made her partner when or maybe they just gave her a raise. Remember when the dude, what was his name? Dog, her boss that was working with Jasmine now got caught up and she got a recording. I thought she had became partner then. But she's telling Robin on the preview for next week's episode that she's up for partner and everything. And he said something about him, and so I was like, so it'll be a competition? I thought he was the boss. I'm confused. Either they forgetting what they writing or they just ain't doing a good job at the writing. Because if he the owner, what he needs to be a partner for? I don't know. Maybe that's how it works. Who knows? But they said it's a spoiler that says she ain't gonna get partner. And I was like, is it gonna have something to do with the fact that she's running around with Paris, she running around with Robin, and then Hayden them know about it? Is it gonna have something to do with Gary? Is Gary gonna snitch that she running around with these people she work with, or what? What else? The bio thing. I want to know: do y'all think that bio has ulterior motives, or is he doing it because he just wants Sabrina? And who else? Who else? I already said. I don't think I said. Do y'all think that Fatima is overreacting, or do y'all think that Zach and Fatima should call off the wedding? Well, dang, technically there is no wedding yet, but call off getting married, considering they ain't freaking ready. Then with the thing about the dude talking about some he Fatima's baby's father. Who is this man? Hold on. Yeah, who is this dude that talking about he her baby's father? I wonder who. I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna explain it next week. And the last thing, what was the last thing? Hayden. I think the last thing was Hayden. I don't know, but y'all know I do separate videos. Fatima said that Tamara finna get ready to have Hayden drop Heather because she gonna throw a jealous fit and everything. Y'all think that's gonna work, or do y'all think that Hayden gonna peep game? Because if she still, he be eavesdropping. Y'all know I did a video and I said he be eavesdropping, so they gotta be cautious. And then they showed her. I think they showed her talking to Fatima at the that's probably how you gonna catch her slipping. If he do catch her slipping, they're gonna be showing her talking to her in the little break room at their job. And I said, then he be spying anyway, cause he was spying on the wasn't he spying on the computer or something like that in regards to Robin. So who's to say he ain't gonna catch her meeting up with her and then peep gang or whatever. But yeah, I think that was it basically. Let me check my notes and make sure I'm fast. I think that's all. Preston. We ain't even gonna talk about Preston. Pope dang. Just need to let him and Calvin. They both just need to let these women go at this point. I think that was everything. Didn't too much happen, like I said. Not too much happened. But y'all know where I stand in regards to the Andy and the Fatima and the Karen situation. She should tell both of them, don't talk to me no more about none of it, because she do be talking. She do have her moments, but she be talking. Just like the picture situation. That's why I said she shouldn't have promised. She should have said, if it has something to do with Karen, I can't promise to keep nothing from her. That is my best friend. It ain't just your friend. Somebody she friends with both of them. It ain't just your friend, it's your best friend. I don't agree with what Karen said and what she be doing. And she swears she gonna move on. Oh yeah, she apologized to Aaron. Did I write that down? I don't think I did. She apologized to Aaron for her behavior and everything. I'm not sure if she apologized because of her behavior or what. I forgot, y'all. Listen, I tried to keep focused. I was doing a live reaction, so check it out for more. If y'all want to find out more, because as I watched it, I did a live reaction. I didn't show the screen because I don't know if they allowed it or not. I don't think they do. But let me know what y'all thought of this episode down below. Until next time, deuces.